Johnnie with another segment of Excuse Me, Mind Your Business as You Mind the Business of Your Life. So now remember, this is my challenge. This is the thing that we're going to rock and roll on, and this is an exciting time because I'm actually on tip number 4, which is pretty cool. So remember, number one, or the whole segment is really about focusing and knowing your purpose to be able to be more productive in your life, in every aspect of your life, whether that be work or home. And once you know your focus and you know your purpose, it makes a difference on everything else. So it helps you release a greater self awareness. It helps you know what you need on the journey, on the process. It helps you with your process and identify all of that. And today is about scheduled stops. Earlier in actually segment number 2, when I talk about process and what happens during the process, I talk a little bit about GPS. And today is about making scheduled stops. That doesn't mean that you've given up. That means that you have literally scheduled an opportunity so that you have perfect, imperfect, or let's say intentional life balance, because life is not perfect. And there is always something that's pulling on our energy and our focus and what we need to do in life. And we need to just ensure that we keep the main things. So we have to schedule strategic stops so that we can, in my case, when I travel, I make sure that the stops, either I can rest, I can get gas, I can get my snacks, I can get coffee, whatever. But it's a scheduled, intentional stop so that we can get as much accomplished during that stop as possible. Because if we're going to take a moment to step back, I want the best productivity during that time. So being productive doesn't mean just running into the store and getting things done. It may be getting out of the car for a minute, or stopping to take a break, or stopping to laugh, or stopping to enjoy life. Because even though you're fire when you're focused, and yes, you are fire when you're focused, you also need to remember work, life, vision, purpose, destiny, balance. You don't want to get to the end of the journey. You don't want to get to the place that you've been believing for, that you desire to accomplish the goals, and find out there's no one in the car but you. You want to enjoy this in such a way that your family, your friends, other people are with you in this journey. You have support, you have collaborative efforts. So you have to consider everybody in the car. so you and you need to consider making strategic stops. Stops to smell the coffee, smell the roses. Smell the coffee. I like smelling coffee. Or smell the roses. And even the smell the coffee may sound a little interesting, but do you know that smelling the coffee clears your sinus and clears your the sense of smell, so that the next thing that you smell after you sniff coffee is coffee grounds, like seeds, so you can smell that coffee. And be careful with doing that. However, that scent will clear everything that you're smelling, so that the next thing you smell, you can smell it more intensely, and the smell becomes more intensive. I didn't know that until I was going to a perfume shop. It was a really nice place to buy perfume. And I had smelled so many different things that the lady said, okay, you need to clear what you've smelled so that you can smell this item, because they started smelling all the same. So, my point for just saying that is this: as we go through life, we don't want, and go through on purpose, and go through because we're focused, we don't want to give up everything else to just get the journey accomplished. We want to be able to take a moment, take the time, and make scheduled intentional stops so that we can enjoy the people that is on the journey with us, so that we can actually enjoy our lives, so that we can exercise, that we can eat well, that we can do all of those things while we focus and move forward, because you don't want to move forward and lose everything. So make sure you make intentional scheduled stops. It's like putting a comma in a sentence instead of a period. The period is an ending of a thing. The comma is just a pause. And that's what the scheduled stop is. So make sure you make scheduled stops so you enjoy the journey, the process as you move forward, so that you will be strengthened as you grow. That you won't look at the journey as only something that you're fighting for, but there's no success as you go through the process of getting to your vision, your destiny, the end result that you would like to accomplish. Okay? So this is Johnnie with another segment of Excuse Me, Mind Your Business as you mind the business of your life. Don't forget, schedule your stops. In the next segment, we're going to go to segment 5, and really excited about that. So stay tuned for segment 5, and don't forget, press the subscribe button below. Okay? Thank you.